Boom.
It works.
Biscuit's here. Joe, where you at?
I think
Biscuit, how you doing, sir?
I think it's a Joe thing. I don't think it's me or you or anything. I think it's just Joe's camera's messed up or what.
I knew it had to be Joe's internet. Yeah, he's still operating off one of those Walmart discs. Biscuit, when's the next time you're gonna be slapping the taste out of somebody's mouth?
I do not know. I haven't heard anything yet. I know January. I don't think they're doing any events, so hopefully soon. I do not know, but I gotta cut some weight anyways. I'm a little heavy right now.
What's a little heavy for you?
Right now I'm like 218 last I checked.
218? Man, I remember when I was 218.
I was 179 back in February, and then I was 204 at the last event. That was the beginning of December.
So the lightest I know of me weighing as an adult was 193 pounds. I was cutting weight to fight 185. Fight week, I got a call that my middleweight opponent backed out of the fight. They said, we have a heavyweight who thinks he can make 205. You want to fight a heavyweight? I guess.
Oh, yeah, saying, yeah, I normally don't. I mean, I cut weight usually about a week or two beforehand, and yeah, but see, Firecracker's in here. He's in the comments right now saying yes, sir, with a bunch of, he's Gabe on there.
Yay.
There we go.
Yay.
So, all right. Well, I'm going to hop off here because I got my kid and I got some more stuff to do. I just want to see if I can get this thing working for you, though.
Yeah. Thank you, Biscuit. We got Joe here. I appreciate you stopping by. Everyone, go follow Biscuit, the Slap Happy Hippie. He is helping bring the slap fighting championship to a whole new level by just approaching it with just so much happiness and fun.
Oh, yeah. I try. All right, man. We'll catch you around. I'll probably still be listening, but I gotta do some odd end chores and whatnot.
All right, man. You have fun. Thank you.
Right. Yep. Later. How do I do this?
See that, Joe? Everything was working fine. It was all you. Can't go blaming me.
I can't blame nobody.
Blaming me. Come on.
I gotta blame somebody.
You gotta blame. That's right. You gotta blame somebody. Joe, What a week in pro wrestling. Where do we even start? Where do we even start?
I say first.
Over 4 million people have watched Raw.
Thank you. It is betraying me. I don't know what the deal was, but it's betraying me.
No betrayal. Joe just couldn't get his shit to work, and we got a strong fan base. Everyone's here to help out. We got people on deck to jump in to make sure it's not just me talking into the abyss like a crazy person. But not saying I don't talk to myself, but you probably shouldn't record me talking to myself. That might be a bad thing.
I would say the number one thing I gotta get used to is SmackDown being 3 hours.
All right. Let's start with SmackDown, Joe. Here's something that all of our listeners are going to find shocking. I stayed up for SmackDown. I watched SmackDown live.
I'm very shocked. I was shocked because
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. When you send me that message about after 11, I'm like, somebody got a phone.
You thought I had been asleep and woke up and said, yeah. I stayed awake. Our daughter came over. Her boyfriend stopped by. It was his birthday. So happy birthday to AJ.
Okay.
But man, we watched SmackDown live. The show had a decent pace for being 3 hours. It wasn't. Panther said it dragged. Man, I felt like it was paced okay. Here's my thing.
Okay.
This is my SmackDown opinion. I believe SmackDown received a 71 rating from our friends at Rate My Wrestling, I believe. I thought what they had on the show was okay, and it was done well enough. But I think that the fact that the entire show was just filler really kind of hurts the program, because you feel like you're just watching a show of people who weren't good enough to be on Netflix. Am I wrong in that? I don't think that about the talent, but I feel like that's how it's presented. Like, it was presented as if Netflix was this huge deal, and here's all the people who we didn't bother having be on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. I would say this.
Fair?
No, I'd give it fair. I would say, for me, SmackDown, how they went to each segment had a good connection to it. It didn't do no flip-flop. Every section, commercial break to back on, it had a great connection. Then how they threw in the whole tag team with Cody and the Bloodline. That was pretty cool how they did that.
So you like that?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I definitely thought the show was very tag focused, for sure. Heavy focus on tag team wrestling.
Hold on. You got a fly running around?
Oh no, your sister's cutting a hole in the door.
Oh.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. I'm like, you got a fly?
Maybe that'll help it.
I just heard buzzing. I'm like, oh, you got a fly running
No,
around.
she's putting a pet door in for our cat.
Oh, okay.
We got Reddit BKFC joining us live on Instagram. You guys want some good stuff for Bare Knuckle? Go follow Reddit BKFC. Great interviews, great info, great stuff. Yeah, I mean, SmackDown was very tag team focused, Joe.
It was tag team, yes.
Did you like that?
They letting people know that the tag team division is still in there. They letting you know it's not just about singles, it's about the tag team, man. You gotta express both ways, women and the men's tag team. So you gotta start somewhere, and that's SmackDown.
Yeah. One thing about SmackDown being so tag focused heavy, I thought that it felt like it's really important for there to be actual tag teams, like A-Town Down Under and Motor City Machine Guns. You can really feel the difference of those tag teams that have worked a lot together versus just randomly throwing people together.
Yeah. But I could say this. I kind of feel bad for Motor City Machine Guns.
Why? Because they're getting the WWE treatment?
It's like they're a great tag team, but they don't seem like they fit as the WWE tag team. Even though they've been together for like 20-something years, like they just don't seem like a WWE tag team. If that makes sense.
It does, and they really don't.
That's why I just feel bad for
And
the crowd. Know who it
reminds
is.
him of 2016 SmackDown. I mean, it don't feel that rough, but I mean, it's really just this past week. It really felt like the B show.
Hey, they working on it. This is like SmackDown's first 2 episodes being 3 hours, so they trying to figure out how to do a 3-hour show for SmackDown with the limited amount of talent they got.
So, I want to ask Joe. I want to ask you. I want to ask everyone watching us live on Instagram. If you're not live on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, you guys can drop it in the comments on YouTube, Spotify as well. But does it really just feel like WWE? Like they're at their height. Like you got the Netflix deal, over 4 million people tuned in, which is a significant jump in viewership this week versus the USA. viewership. But as someone who's been here and been watching, it feels to me like WWE is just treading water. Like it feels like everything that happened. So Raw, leading up to Raw, it felt like it was going to be this monumental thing. And then what we got didn't feel like that. And then we get SmackDown, and SmackDown was much to do about nothing, except to let us know that everything we're doing right now means nothing. You start the show with Paul Heyman addressing Cody Rhodes and letting Cody know that Roman's coming back after the title against Cody. Mm-hmm. Then what the hell is KO going against Cody for? Because we're already saying that KO is not going to win. If Roman's focused on facing Cody, that means KO stands no chance of being victorious.
Well, he had to tell that to Cody because Cody is the one with the belt now. So you got to say it to somebody.
But Cody has to defend that belt. Mm-hmm. At Rumble.
At the Rumble.
That is, 2 weeks away? I have to fix this stand. This other stand is driving me nuts.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
So it's 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
That's better. That's way close, though. Fix it, Jeremy. Get your shit together. All right. Sorry. The other stand I had was blocking my comments. I couldn't see everything. Mm-hmm. Had to get that fixed, guys. All right. Didn't want to miss anything good. Anyone was telling me. Got Panther over here. Yeah.
You missed nothing.
Paul should have said that Roman was coming after Cody or Kevin, whoever was champion at the time, and that's not what Paul said. Paul went straight for Cody, which means KO doesn't stand a chance.
I'm going to say this. If y'all was here the past couple times, I said it. This is going to be like Rocky, Roman, Cody, 3. This is Rocky, y'all.
I don't think it's going to be. I think Cena wins.
I don't know. I really think Cena is going to be the whole dragging down, lose the streak, and then win at the end.
I mean, maybe.
And like
maybe.
I
was believing you, but then there's this part of me, man, that really just thinks Cena wins it, and it's Cena and Cody. So if you're not getting Rock and Cody, I feel like it could be Cena Cody.
I think it'd be, like I said before, I think it'd be cool if Cena went on the WrestleMania and just fought Braun Breaker for the IC title. That'd be cool.
You would prefer that?
He'll be a Grand Slam champion. He could lose it and then by SummerSlam go back for the world title or undisputed, whichever one, and it'll still be 17. But it'd be cool to be a Grand Slam.
I think it'd be great for him to win at Mania. Everyone drop it in the comments. Do you want to see John Cena pick up world title number 17 at WrestleMania? That's what I'd like to see. If we're gonna do it at Mania.
Cena don't need Mania.
You don't think it needs Mania?
Cena could win on a Raw or SmackDown and everybody still be happy. He don't need the major pay-per-views. He could probably even win at the most lame. Let's say he won the title at Hell in a Cell. Y'all still be happy.
I mean, so if you're gonna give, so you're giving Roman the Rumble win.
I'm saying it's going to be. This is Rocky, y'all. Roman.
Are you giving Roman the Rumble?
Cody 3. Boom. Rocky. We're doing Rocky, y'all.
Man.
We doing
So you're going to give Roman the ring?
We doing Rocky. I'm just throwing it out there.
Are you
Rocky?
Are you booking Roman Reigns to win the Royal Rumble, Joe?
I am saying yes. We doing Rocky. Rocky. This is Cody Roman 3. Rocky 3. Booyah.
Can I tell you what I'm afraid of? What I'm afraid of right now.
That nobody's going to like it, nobody's going to watch it, and everybody's going to think it's the dumbest thing in the world.
That wrestling fans are so fickle that if you have Roman Reigns win the Rumble and you book Roman and Cody 3, the fans turn on everything. And we're right back to the fans booing everything and shitting on everything. And this is what scares me, is that after the Netflix debut and feeling like there was like I get it. The Rock went to Netflix and told all of us to just enjoy the ride the Rock's taking us on. I get it. But at the same time, like, the Bloodline story was interesting for 4 years because Roman was a heel. And what it felt like on Netflix, it felt like the story ended. Because what's the adversarial approach for Roman Reigns now? Solo Sikoa is not a threat. Roman's pinned him twice. And now he has the Ulafala back, and The Rock put it on him and shook his hand and acknowledged him.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have Roman Reigns, who was unstoppable for 4 years.
Oh, yeah. With
no actual adversary. Because Cody will team up with him on a whim. Cody will be Roman's partner no matter. Okay, you need a partner, I'll be your partner. So Roman's not the heel anymore. Now Roman's a babyface. Now Cody's a babyface. Kevin's kind of the heel, but we already said Kevin Owens can't beat Cody Rhodes because Roman Reigns isn't even considering Kevin Owens as a possibility. So from now until Mania, you have no threat to Cody Rhodes' world title whenever he almost never defends the damn thing. And every defense he has had has not been against an opponent who he thought was going to beat him anyway.
That is true.
If the main event scene of the show isn't captivating, because here's the fact, Cody's not facing anyone who we think can beat him or who we want to beat him. So we're not rooting for anyone to beat Cody, and we're not really rooting for Cody to overcome odds because it doesn't seem like the odds are stacked against him at all. It seems like he's being put against people he's definitely going to beat. There's nothing to be invested in on the main event scene of SmackDown. And then Monday Night Raw didn't even give me their world champion on Monday night on Netflix. They didn't give me Gunther. They didn't make Gunther's world title matter. Rollins and Punk weren't even competing to be number one contender for Gunther's title. So the world title on Raw isn't even important. The Oofa Loofah was more important than the world title for the Netflix debut of Raw.
The opening match, yes, it was. Yeah.
Panther says Rock can come out at 31 and eliminate Roman. Man, I don't think we're getting Rocket Mania. I think that's completely off the table.
Okay. I don't know.
Randy
I'm just saying.
He said maybe Randy could turn. Randy versus Cody, I believe Randy Orton as a threat to Cody Rhodes. Having Randy Orton beat Cody for that title makes a lot of sense. How many title wins is Randy Orton at?
14.
14.
14.
So what could we do? How can we book it to get Orton to 16 before Cena gets to 17? And then we have Orton and Cena competing to be the first to 17. Could we have Orton pick up and beat Cody, drop it back to Cody, beat Cody, drop it to KO?
All right. Only way that could happen is, hypothetically, you would need Raw to win the men's Rumble. Then Randy wins the Elimination Chamber. Then Randy wins the Mania. Lose it maybe 45 days later. Then you got Randy, Cena, and the men's Money in the Bank. Boom. Randy wins the Money in the Bank. Cash in on whoever at that night. Same night. Cash in that night. If the men's Money in the Bank is the first match, he'll cash in later in that night.
And maybe, right? And I mean, how interesting would 2025 be if we somehow like hot-shotted 2 title wins for Randy Orton? So it was Randy Orton, John Cena trying to be 17.
Mm-hmm. Then I would say the best thing to do.
Triple threat match in December?
No, even better. Let's just say
SummerSlam. But man, you have to do it so fast. Orton would have to touch that title twice so quick.
But then let's just say Randy lost it to somebody at SummerSlam, whoever had the belt, and then we'll say come November, whoever the champion is got injured, and boom, out for like 6 months for the ACL, whatever, something tore. And then you got the good battle royal where the winner, whatever battle royal, 2-2.
Okay. Cuban Gorilla's asking, is John Cena winning the Rumble? I believe John Cena is winning the Rumble because I think we are going to get John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at Mania. I think WWE is going to be focused on nostalgia and moments in 2025. It's all going to be what can grab the most eyeballs. And if John Cena wins the Rumble, you're going to grab a generation of lapsed fans to Netflix and to Mania to see John Cena go for 17.
I'm telling you, we're going to have a journey. It's going to be a journey. And
You think? You think it's going to be a chase? You think John Cena's going to chase that title all year?
Oh, yeah.
See, and I'm a fan of the chase. But I almost think you do bigger numbers if you just put the belt on it. The champ is here.
The champ is here. And the champ also said he has the biggest losing streak as of right now. Ain't won. And over over 2,400 days, ain't won a match.
It's not one match. Not a single match.
And he is perfectly fine. And I'm telling you, he will be perfectly fine losing all year long and trying to give up, saying it's not for him. His time is up. I knew this was the time, and then somewhere along the line, the fans, them little kiddos cheer him on. Tell him he could do it one more time, and it's going to be somewhere at the end. So I'm definitely saying SummerSlam will be the way to do it. Win at SummerSlam.
I could see it being SummerSlam. I really could. But I would like it to be Mania. I would just like it to be Mania, man.
Hey, I'm just looking off the basis. You gotta think about it. Cena is in a happy place. He's leaving on his own terms, and he feels he doesn't really need to win. He just wants to see all the millions of fans before he throw in the towel and hang up the boots.
Well, I think one good thing about Cena is Cena's not a mark. He doesn't care if he wins or not. Panther says John Cena hasn't won a televised match. Yeah, I think he did win something on the way to Mania last year. I don't know, man. I think if you're gonna have John Cena win, you have John Cena win at Mania. Maybe I'm wrong in
that. Just don't.
At the end of the day, I think we're all in agreement that he should win that title for a 17th time.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's right.
Oh, Don was the first to work with Cena last year, and Cena beat him. I think Cena's 2000, whatever, he hasn't won a premium live event match in 2000 and something days. I think that's what the thing is. Because didn't he do some tag thing at a house show too?
Yeah,
he won there. Yeah. So I think he hasn't won at a PLE in 2000. Whatever it is, it's a long losing streak for John Cena because Cena wins. Another big rumor this week is that Vince McMahon is being rumored from Conrad Thompson to have purchased the studio and is looking to build a roster.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that rumor carries any weight, Joe?
I don't think Vince has the energy to do it anymore.
Okay, so let me throw this out there to you because this is what was thrown to me. Do you think it's a possibility? And I'm going to tell you, this was reaching. Someone sent this to me, and I think it's a reach, but I think it's an interesting thought. Do you think there's a possibility that Shane was in talks to go to AEW, and Vince said, you know what, I will start a promotion. I will fund a promotion for you to run. Don't go to the competition. Be the competition. So Vince is going to get something up and running off the ground for Shane to run and for it to be Shane's when Vince dies. I thought, this is crazy. I thought about, man. That's what, see? So I initially, I was like, okay, this is nonsense. This is complete and utter nonsense. I'm not even, and I sat there for a minute. I'm like, man.
Wait. Don't Shane still got some part of stocks or something with WWE?
He may have stock, but he's not like on the board or anything. He's not an executive. He's not of any level where, like, I'm sure he still owns stock, but you can own stock in a company and work for it.
Don't even like where he get like a percentage of what goes between WWE. Don't he get something like from that or no?
No. I think he just has some stock. Like he's not a majority shareholder in it or anything with TKO. He doesn't sit on the board of TKO. He doesn't have a job in WWE. None of that.
Oh, okay.
So that's why whenever there was that idea floating around that he could be going to AEW, people were like, man, Shane could go. Like, if anyone could go, Shane could go. But would it be more likely that Shane would start his own thing with Vince? How likely is that? Could that be a reality?
I'll say, this is what I'll say about it. if it does happen, let's just say it does, you would have maybe 50-50 iffy about joining Vince's company due to the backlash that what happened in the past 5 years.
Do you think Vince would have a hard time building a roster? And let's work under the delusion that it's Vince and Shane. It's Vince bankrolling, Shane running the show, but Vince is there kind of overseeing. Like, do you think wrestlers sign with this company? For shits and giggles, let's call it Titan Sports. If the McMahon men started Titan Sports today, all the history is, we're not rewriting history. Everything that's happened has happened. Do wrestlers, does talent sign to this? And do fans tune in? Do wrestlers go? Do fans tune in? And does a network pick it up? Fox wants a wrestling show.
Okay, I'll say this.
Do they want that wrestling show?
I'll say they probably get some fans just probably want to see who they got and start watching it. I would say whatever station probably won't be a major station just yet until the.
You don't think so?
I think it's gonna be like, I think the major stations probably gonna.
Would they be afraid to touch it?
They'll probably be afraid to touch it because of backlash. But that's.
Do you think there would be backlash? If Shane was the figure,
okay.
If Shane was the guy that we seen, if it's being presented as this is Shane's company, but we all know, hey, it's Vince's money. But if it's Shane doing it,
I'll say yes. Shane could do it. As long as they don't got nothing to say executive funded by Vince, people will watch it.
Okay. So I'm going to give you the pencil.
No, God.
Here's the pencil for you, Joe.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Say hypothetically, Shane McMahon gets a wrestling promotion off the ground in 2025. Let's say he's got a very deep pocketbook to build a roster. And let's say hypothetically, he gets his show on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Who of a realistic possibility to sign? Who would you sign with Shane and Vince's money? You're the head booker. I'm giving you total creative. Give me who you make your world champion.
Okay.
And who is their adversary. All I want to know is two made signs. If you could sign anyone away, I'm even going to let you sign someone away. If you could lure someone out of another promotion, who do you make be your main event feud in Shane McMahon's Titan Sports? Who's your champion? Who's their adversary?
All right. I would snatch Dolph Ziggler as the champion.
Really?
Dolph Ziggler. Because you got to give a face that people know, and you want a face of a champion that everybody underrated. And Shane going to start a company that's probably going to be underrated, so you would need that one champion, that one face that gets you tuned in. And I'll go.
Dolph is the guy that could pull fans in because people are familiar with the name. They've seen his face on WWE TV before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who is his adversary? You got to start this thing off with a feud. There's got to be someone on that main event scene that is the adversary.
Matt Cardona. Yeah.
You know what's crazy crazy, Joe?
Matt Cardona. There we go.
You want to know what's crazy?
What's up?
We have the exact same booking. That's exactly what I would have done as well.
Really? No.
Mm-hmm. The other thing I would have added, I would add to the mix just to spice it up, because JBL would manage one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a realistic thing. You could lure those guys away. You could probably whatever's their contract. Like I don't think Matt Cardona has a contract anywhere. I think he had an offer from AEW that he hasn't accepted yet.
Mm-hmm.
Dolph is signed to TNA, but I bet you could buy out his contract.
Yeah.
Then go from there. That's if I was booking Shane McMahon's Titan Sports on Fox on probably Thursday nights. That's not what I would do for a wrestling promotion if I was booking it from the ground up, but that's what I would do if I had Shane, if I was using Vince and Shane's money. Those are the guys. That'd be the main event scene. Dolph Ziggler and Matt Cardona would be the main event, and I sprinkled things in around it. Whoever dropped off from AEW and NXT, I'd just yank those guys up. I wouldn't take like a lot of big name guys people know, because I think right now that might be the biggest instrument in pro wrestling is we're seeing too much of things we've seen. Panther said the SmackDown felt like 2016. I kind of get what he's saying, because this week of pro wrestling as it occurred was the least excited I've been about pro wrestling in a long time.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's the month of January, y'all. Every month of January, wrestling ain't top tier.
I get it, but it's been a long time since WWE has told me to my face while I was watching their program, there's really no need to tune in because we're not going to surprise you.
Yeah, they do.
Right? Like, I mean, they just said you're not getting any surprises. Like, we're not going to get surprises in the ring. You're going to get surprised in the idea that The Rock's no longer a heel. Like, these different things aren't factors any longer. But overall, like, no one's going to hit Cody Rhodes with a surprise roll up on SmackDown. He's not going to drop that boat on TV. It's not going to happen.
That's true. Yeah.
With that said, is it time for Chris Jericho to hang it up? Our whole thing with Shane's company was that we wanted someone people knew because it would bring eyes to the product. And that was the idea of Jericho being the first world champion in AEW. And it's the reason why he currently has that ROH title. But last night on Collision, what are your thoughts on that? Because I would give you mine. Everyone knows what the internet has said. People are dragging it. People always drag Jericho whenever he has a bad match.
Okay.
But what did you think?
It was good until they went up to that turnbuckle and he slipped. And he managed to get himself back up.
Do you think he got hurt?
No, I think he just slipped. It looked like he accidentally. I watched it. He accidentally slipped.
What about the ending with the belt and all that with the ref?
Okay. I did watch that live, y'all, when it happened, and I saw it live when it happened last night. So I was watching it and I rewind it, like, just to see what happened. The ref literally just hold on, where we at? All right, FYI, tore y'all. So here's the belt. He had it in his hand. The ref was standing literally right beside him, and then he just pushed him out the way, like,
I think there was something missed in the sequence, is what I think. I think maybe Dax was supposed to bump the ref with the backdrop or something. Mm-hmm. Something got missed. Whenever he hit the headbutt, like, whenever Dax went for the headbutt, like, Jericho was reaching for the belt, like he was going to use it then, and then didn't. And Dax hits the headbutt, and you can see, like, they both kind of say, like, are we supposed to be in this moment right now? Like, they both seem like it's like they got lost. It's like collectively they got lost in the match and didn't know what was the spot.
I I'm gonna say this. I think they were off by 10 seconds. Something was supposed to happen at 10-second gap that the ref was already knocked down and the headbutt.
It just seemed like a big spot got missed and both guys got lost.
Yeah, so I'll say if there's a 10-second gap where something would have happened, the ref would have been knocked pushed to the side, and then Jericho hit the belt. But
okay, so with all that said, do you think Jericho should be hanging it up?
I say Jericho should have hung it up after the Inner Circle broke up.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just gonna say the Inner Circle was good. When he was in the Inner Circle, it was good.
The Inner Circle was pretty good too.
That was great. But
I don't know what the plan was for him and Kenny being together. That kind of got funky.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Jericho needs to go away for good.
I don't think he needs to go away.
I just think we need a break from Jericho.
I just think
Jericho, and I've been saying that for a year. For a year, I've said he just needs to go away for like 6 months. Get in super good shape and come back.
Yeah, but that's why I think Jericho, if after the Inner Circle broke up, he could have still been there, just doing backstage stuff and just not wrestling. He could have been like, I don't know, probably Sammy's manager, just walking out talking shit. He could have did that.
Yeah. I mean, you know what's crazy is that, like, I don't know that I think the Inner Circle ever should have broken up.
It shouldn't, but I get the main parties, they didn't get along anymore. And the tag team, they didn't get along with each other anymore, and one was okay with sitting at home collecting the paycheck, and the other one wasn't. That was the main little fumble of the group when he got injured.
Yeah. They could have swapped out members, and they could have just kept the Inner Circle thing going, because like the Jericho Appreciation Society was god awful. That was really, really bad point of AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Will Hobbs going to compete next week for the AEW World Title?
Okay. You know what? I was really shocked they picked Hobbs, but I'm okay with it.
Were you shocked by that?
I was shocked because I didn't know who was in the casino gauntlet, or whatever you call it. I didn't know who was on it, but I was shocked that Hobbs won. But I'm cool with it. I'm cool with Hobbs winning.
Do you think he beats Moxley?
I got a feeling, this is my crazy feeling, that we're being swerved, y'all.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we're getting swerved. I'm thinking somewhere in the match, Death Rider comes out, Jay White, Hangman, all of them come out, and then boom. Because you look at it, he said Mox got him the job at AEW. Mox Brown Man.
Mox is also the guy who hurt him.
And the guy is hurt. But
I love that AEW actually thought to throw that in there, because it never clicked with me that Mox was the guy who hurt Will Hobbs.
Yeah, I just think
so. For them to throw that in, I actually kind of forgot.
Yeah, I got a feeling they're gonna bring Hobbs in as a powerhouse of this group.
Hobbs would be a cool fit into the Death Riders.
So I think we all got swerve.
So what do you think? You think they're gonna finger poke of doom?
I ain't gonna say a finger poke of doom. I'm gonna say he wins with help, but then at the end, everybody else comes out to help Hobbs, but then Hobbs turns on everybody and joins them.
And you think it's going to be like one of those, like, he earned Mox's respect, so they're going to give him a white V-neck to wear?
We'll go with that, yeah.
You know, I got to be honest. I would really like that. I would like to see Will Hobbs in that group. Because it would kind of somehow make that group infinitely more intimidating.
Mm-hmm. So that's why.
And it would give me a person who was added in who I could sit there and go, man, Will Hobbs could turn on Mox at any moment.
Mm-hmm.
And he could be the guy who could destroy Mox from the inside.
So that's why I think we all gonna be in a little swerve ride.
You gonna drive down to Cincinnati? You gonna go check it out?
Nah, I ain't gonna go to Cincinnati. Nah.
I think there's only I think they only sold like 1,900 tickets to the show.
I'll be out right here. I'll be out right here with my remote. Listen.
All right, Joe. Before we close it out, what was your match of the week?
Oh. I gotta give it to Buddy Murphy and Will Ospreay.
Me too. And I called it. I said have Will Ospreay start off every Dynamite every week to try to be into it.
Mm-hmm.
They got a little burnout by the time Edge had a microphone, but Edge isn't a good promo. Never has been, never will be.
But I do gotta say one more thing. There was another match that got my attention too. That was pretty good.
What else?
What was it? The Commander and Pac last night.
That match was really good. Commander
Pac
really that match was good.
Yeah.
I like how they were referencing Death Triangle.
Mm-hmm.
That's good stuff. Yeah. Who's your wrestler of the week?
Oh, I gave that to Buddy Murphy. Buddy, yeah, he's underrated, but he showed last night. Oh, Wednesday night.
Man, he was 205's best kept secret for a long time.
Yep. So I give the
Buddy Matthews.
Matthews.
Man, Will Ospreay screwed it up, and so did you.
Hey, that's why I know him, man.
Malachi Black might be leaving, so we might see a lot more Buddy on his own, doing singles.
You know what's funny? After that broke, the next night they said he could be leaving. It started registering why Will said that to him. And then Adam said it to Buddy sat last night as well. So they're making it sound like he ain't coming back.
Yeah, but all indicators are that Malachi Black's probably gone from AEW. I don't know. The speculation is we got the Cuban Gorillas asking, is he going to go back to WWE? Speculation is that he would go back to WWE under Triple H. I mean, Triple H booked him like a god in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he was really on the right path before he got released. The release kind of came out of nowhere. That whole knock on my door and ask for a fight thing was actually pretty decent on SmackDown when they were doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine he goes back to WWE. I'd imagine his wife is in WWE. Seems like a place where he'd fit in now. Maybe. But I don't know where he fits. Where does that character fit in WWE now? You can't put him on Raw.
His character, I'm going to keep it real. His character fits right now with the House of Black. All three of them fit perfect right there in the House of Black.
Yeah, but I mean, they fit together. Their story is good. Their presentation is great in AEW. If he goes to WWE, I'll be honest, I think he gets lost. You have two spooky groups on Raw already. You have the Final Testament. You have the Wyatt Six. Mm-hmm. And then you look at SmackDown. Shinsuke Nakamura kind of has the presentation Malachi had. just Shinsuke's doing it as a samurai, where Malachi did it as a I don't know, Satan worshiper, pretty much.
Yeah, casted candle, rose up. Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I'm afraid he would get lost in WWE today. Because in AEW, he could be on any given day of the week. They could have made him world champion. On WWE, he's never going to come close. He's never going to sniff that title.
No.
On either brand, on either show, he's not. He's never going to come close to that scene. And it's a shame because he's one of the most gifted professional wrestlers. He does, his style is fantastic. I am a huge Malachi Black fan and have been for a long time.
Oh, and rumor has it his contract is up, so he could be in the Rumble. This rumor, y'all. Rumor.
Yeah, I don't know. I really wish he would stay, but I understand why he would go. You know, work with his wife and make good money, doing what he loves to do.
Nah, forget his wife. Shoot, forget his wife. He's fine where he at. Forget his wife.
I agree. I like the House of Black. I like Brody. I like Buddy. I like Malachi. I like the entire thing. I like all of them. But I'm afraid I feel like he's probably gone. But man, it's been, this will be the third time the speculation has been he was leaving AEW, and he hasn't left yet. So this could just be speculation for speculation's sake, and he can still be staying. I hope he's.
You know what?
Stays.
I think he's taking time off to finish that big ass dragon tattoo on his head. That's what he's doing.
You think it's just for the head tattoo?
That's what it is, for the head tattoo.
Man, it could be. It could be. Well, everyone, thank you for checking us out in our weekend wrestling.
Hold
on. Joe's got something else. Now, you're not going to boo Hulk Hogan, are you?
No. All right. So, as everybody know me, the illegal brother-in-law, and I come up with these fantastic ideas.
Oh, shit. What do we got now?
Here we go. Hear me out.
All right. I'm listening.
So, I'm going to need you and the wrestling community to get 8 wrestlers from AEW and 8 wrestlers from WWE who could win, who you think are the best and could win 10 matches this year.
We're going to pick 8 who could win 10 matches?
Yeah.
10 televised matches?
10 matches. The guy just won 10 matches. Any match, any type.
We're only going to count televised because I'm not trying to figure out who's winning at house shows.
Televised and pay-per-views, PLEs, okay? There you go. Televised.
All right.
And then next week, I'll explain why I have you and the wrestling community pick 8 from both shows.
All right. So there you go. Build your 8-man team. That's a lot of people.
I know, but like I said, next Sunday, I'll tell y'all why, and then you'll see why I said.
Oh, the anticipation's going to kill me.
I know.
All right, everyone. Thank you for checking us out on a Sunday for the weekend wrestling. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll preview Raw. Second time on Netflix. We will make our prediction of what we think the show will be. We'll look at what's being announced. I'm sure they'll have something out there for us. But until then, everyone, I'm Jeremy. Joe's the illegal brother-in-law. Just don't say the F word. Pro Wrestling Combat Sports Podcast. We do not use the F word. We talk about professional wrestling. Don't let your friends use it either. Tsunami Physics shirt is available at our merch table. Link in the bio. All the profits go to our local dog kennel. We're out.